Okay, so Nico Hischier. Okay, that's how you pronounce it apparently. Hischier. Okay, because these names can be really difficult to pronounce. So it's Nico Hischier. So he was the number one overall pick in the draft in 2017. Okay, he's 23 years old now. He's been in the league 5 years. So his rookie year was pretty decent, right? So he played all 82 games, which is obviously really, really good. He had 20 goals, 32 assists for 52 points and was a plus 10. So, not a bad rookie campaign. Unfortunately, it was downhill from there. And that was not necessarily due to his own play per se, but also some bad luck with injuries, things like that. He's had a string of bad luck. So 69 games he played in the 2018-2019 season, 69 games, 17 goals, 30 assists for 47 points. He follows that up in 2019-2020 and he plays 58 games. Of course, that was the year that the COVID first hit, so it was a shortened season, so that explains some of it, but not all of it. So he played 58 games, 14 goals, 22 assists for 36 points. And again, the numbers are unfortunately coming down a little bit. And then in 2020, 2021, where the NHL season is 58 games long, he plays 21. And again, it's a string of bad luck. He's got some injuries going on, so that does explain why he's only playing 21 games. He has 6 goals, 5 assists for 11 points. But again, so he has 52 points his rookie year, then 47, then 36, then down to 11. In those last 2 years, he's a minus 16 and a minus 9. So, and interestingly enough, in 2020, he was actually an all-star. They had an injury, Palmieri. I forget the name, but he had an injury, so Hischier replaced him in the All-Star game in 2020. So he is an All-Star in 2020, but he finishes the year again, 36 points in 58 games played with a minus 16. But again, New Jersey isn't an elite team at that point either, so that does explain some of it. But last year, and again, New Jersey has a losing record this year, but this year is their career year. So he's played 70 games, 21 goals, so 21 goals is a career high, 39 assists, also a career high for 60 points, which is obviously a career high. So in 70 games, 21 goals, 39 assists for 60 points, and he's only a minus 1. And considering that New Jersey had a losing record, they obviously didn't make the playoffs this year. A minus 1, I would argue, is not bad. He also has a career high, or a career tying high, 8 power play assists. He also has a couple shorthanded assists, a couple game-winning goals. And he also averages the most time on ice. So in his rookie year, he was at 16 minutes, 18 seconds. And then it was straight up 18s after that, the following 3 seasons, 1806, 1803, and 1831. This season was 1920. So, as far as this season's going, he had a career year. Next year could be another, career year. And again, he is the number 1 overall pick, so a lot is, expected of him. If he wasn't a number 1 overall pick, if he was a second-round pick, third-round pick, even a late first-round pick, those numbers would look a little better. But since he was the first pick, you're obviously from your first pick, you're going to want a certain number to go along, certain stats to go along with the player. So I'm interested to see what he does next year. I think New Jersey has a wealth of young talent. Obviously, Jack Hughes part of that. Jesper Bratt is part of that. Jack Hughes made the All-Star team this year. So I think they have a bright future ahead of him, and we'll see where Hischier goes from here. If he can stay on the ice, it looks like he's got all the potential in the world to continue to improve on his numbers from this past upcoming season. So yeah, so excited to see what he does next season and into the future. Thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for checking out the channel, and we'll see you soon.